Welcome to a new episode from Perfect English Podcast. Today we're going to talk about some grammar. And to be specific, we will talk about the difference between will and be going to. Let's start with the case when either will or be going to is possible. Let's take a look at this example. According to the weather report, it will be cloudy tomorrow. In this sentence, the speaker is making a prediction, a statement about something he or she thinks will happen or be true in the future. And in this case, we can use will, but also we can use be going to in this case. We can also say, according to the weather report, it is going to be cloudy tomorrow. There is no difference except for a tiny difference. When you use be going to for predictions, you're a little bit more certain of it. But technically there is no big difference and you can use either if you want. Let's take a look at another example where we can use either will or be going to. Be careful, you'll hurt yourself. Or we can also say, be careful, you're going to hurt yourself. Now in these two examples, or actually the same example, we use it once with will and once with be going to, we're just making a prediction. We don't know for sure, but we're just making a prediction that this thing will happen or is going to happen in the future. So, when the speaker is making a prediction, we can use either will or be going to. Now let's move to the case where only be going to is possible and will is a mistake. And this is when we want to express a prior plan. When the speaker is expressing a prior plan, that is something the speaker intends to do in the future because in the past he or she has made a plan or decision to do it, only be going to is used and will is not. Let's take a look at this example. Why did you buy this paint? I'm going to paint my bedroom tomorrow. In this example, speaker B has made a prior plan. Last week she decided to paint her bedroom. She intends to paint it tomorrow. Let's take a look at another example. I talked to Bob yesterday. He is tired of taking the bus to work. He's going to buy a car. That's what he told me. In this sentence, the speaker knows Bob intends to buy a car. Bob made the decision in the past, and he plans to act on this decision in the future. And in both these examples, will is not appropriate, cannot be used. So when can we use will and only will and not be going to? We use it when we want to express willingness. Let's take a look at this example. The phone's ringing. I'll get it. In this example, speaker B is saying, I am willing. I am happy to get the phone. He's not making a prediction. He has made no prior plan to answer the phone. He is instead volunteering to answer the phone and uses will to show his willingness. It is a decision that is made at the moment of speaking, spontaneous decision. And in this case, we use will. We can't use be going to. Let's take a look at another example. I don't understand this problem. Ask your teacher about it. She'll help you. In this example, speaker B feels sure about the teacher's willingness to help. And be going to is not appropriate in this example. Now let's take a look at one more example and we will try to answer it in two different ways. In the first situation, only be going to is possible, and in the second situation, either will or be going to is possible. Let's take a look at the first example. Are you busy this evening? Yes, I'm going to meet Jack at the library at 7. We're going to study together. Now in this situation, only be going to is possible. The speaker has a prior plan, so he uses be going to. Now let's take a look at the same question, but now answered in a different way. Are you busy this evening? Well, I really haven't made any plans. I'll eat, or we can say here, I'm going to eat dinner, of course. And then I'll probably watch, or we can say, I'm probably going to watch TV for a little while. In this situation, either will or be going to is possible, because speaker B hasn't planned his evening. He is predicting his evening, rather than stating any prior plans. So he may use either will or be going to. So remember, the rule is not to tell you which form to use in which sentences. It all depends on you. What do you want to say? Do you want to talk about something as a prediction? Do you want to talk about something as a spontaneous decision? Or do you want to talk about a prior plan you have? So it all depends on what you want to say. It's not about the rule. Don't follow the rule if you don't know what you want to say. First, figure out what you want to say, and then you have the tools, will or be going to choose from. And that's all the grammar we have for one day. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next episode. I hope you have learned a lot today, and I'm pretty sure that your English is a step closer to perfect English. This was your host, Danny. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.